What's up? What's up? All right. Looks like we have PCSA. This was a stock that we traded before in the past. Has made history of big moves, really big moves from $4 to $20, and then from here 10 to 17. But the problem I find with this stock is the catalyst is just HC Wainwright initiates coverage on Process Pharma, which is the company with buy rating, announces price target. So it's just a price target catalyst. Those usually don't perform too well, but we'll see. This is already a red flag. You know, we have this nice run up, and then we get back all the gains. Even though it's curling back up, I'm not sure if this is going to be the one. BFRH or BRFH. Same thing. Let's take a look here. So it looks like it's a earnings catalyst, maybe. No, that was from last month, a couple months ago. Looks like no catalyst, just pops up from $1 to $5 in one candle, which is crazy. And then we get back all the gains. So this is already another red flag. AIRE. This is the one well, actually no, I didn't trade this one yesterday. I did see it moving, but just not enough volume, not enough consistent volume. Maybe today will be a better day for AIRE. Looks like the catalyst was real estate's first AI-powered zero commission smart buyers agent. Introduction aligns with major shifts in the real estate sector after NAR agreed to eliminate. Wow, that's big though. That's crazy. Eliminates the standard 6% sales commission. So real estate agents maybe one day will be extinct. Maybe there will not be any real estate agents. But I don't know. I think it's a pretty decent catalyst. It's AI powered something app, I guess, or some sort of software that can make real estate agents extinct with a 0% commission. I would save some buyers a lot of money. That's for sure. AIRE, yes, very thickly traded. But I do like how we're consolidating near the highs. We're above VWAP, we're near after hours highs. It's possible we can get a surge up through 83. Unfortunately, this is the only thing that looks semi-decent. I don't even think it looks that great, but maybe we'll be able to get some small scalps on this one at the open. Maybe for a move up to 2. Definitely gonna have some resistance up in here. So first, we have to be able to close above these areas and then break through $2. Then we have another level at 259, 260. I don't even think it's gonna get, I'd be surprised if we even get to $2. With how thick this is, I'd be very surprised. But I think it looks decent for the opening range trades. Anything after that, maybe not. iLag, this used to be a crazy stock. Maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago. Let's see if we have news on it. No, it doesn't look like any news on iLag. And that's really it. That's the gap scan. Very slow, man. SGBX. Okay, let's take a look. It's up 80%. Let's see. Okay. For those penny traders. SGBX. AIRE. Let's take a look at the real float. Okay, so it looks like the float is showing 10 million. So it looks like maybe a high insider ownership. Let's take a look at FinViz just to cross check. AIRE. 10 million. Okay. Well, it's not terrible. It is a little bit thick. But I don't see anything else that looks good. PCSA, I mean, the technicals are not terrible. Technically, it is over VWAP, and we have increasing volume. The problem is the catalyst, and you know, this is already a red flag here that we gave back all of the gains. So lack of buying support. If it was a really hot market, you know, bulls would not let this come down. They would have, at minimum, you know, at least held a range, maybe around VWAP. I wouldn't touch iLag if I were you. A long way down on that one, going back to all after hours yesterday. Yeah. Sup, bro? Sup, Mike? Best price action is OPT. Yeah, SGBX not too bad. OP, what is it? OPTN. OPTN. I do not see this one on my scanner, so this one must have a large float. Looks like OPTN provides corporate updates, expects to produce positive income from operations for 2025. Okay, OPTN provides corporate update on Xham's launch and outlook, and announces preliminary first quarter net revenue of 14.9 million. That could be a pretty decent catalyst. Let me take a look at the float. $111 million. Yeah, 111 million. Probably not going to be the one. There's just too much supply. It's just way too much supply. So the overall market's dumping here because of lower than expected GDP growth in Q1. So they were estimating 2.5%, but they came in severely under that estimate, 1.6%, and they were estimating 3.4%. That's crazy. So clearly these analysts have no idea. Like that's insane. That's like they overshot by 300% in that GDP estimation. That's crazy. Or no, 200%, no, 300% estimation, and 100% off of, oh no, so it was, okay, so 3.4% was the prior GDP. 2.5 was the estimate, so they're off by 100% off the estimate, and 200% off of the prior GDP. So GDP down was 66% about from last month. That's crazy. I wonder if this is the start of something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna be like start to like fearmonger. I'm not gonna start to fearmonger until we break below this high. Because then on the technicals, it's showing weakness at the highs. Similarly to how you kind of like draw out your technical levels, like as long as we're above this previous high, it's still bullish. It's still kind of trending up. It's still making higher lows and higher highs. So I can't really say on the technical chart that it's bearish yet. I wouldn't say it starts to get into bearish territory, or at least short-term bearish, until we break below 480 on SPY. But we're not too far off of that. We're only about, what, 18 points. Just remember, guys, for bad market days, definitely stick to only strong bull stocks. If bulls can congregate to a few solid stocks, we can do fine. Absolutely. How strong is the USA economy? I think it's getting weaker and weaker. People are spending less money. So, earnings are going to be lower. Sales are going to be lower. Earnings are going to be lower for companies. Driving prices, their stock prices lower. That's kind of what I've been researched. That's kind of what I've researched and witnessed. People spending less, borrowing less because the interest rates are higher, so cannot consume as much. I think we're in like record credit card debt, and like record auto loan defaults, something like that. I think I've read. But yeah, I mean, other than that, the technicals are still kind of look okay. So let's see here. AIRE, still the only one that looks good, huh? SGBX, let's see here. One thing I've been looking at is this, I don't know if you guys know, is the USD JPY, which is US dollar Japanese yen. There's lots of eyes on this recently because the yen is decreasing in value against the US dollar, and Japanese investors, or I guess just investors in general, they're borrowing cheaper currency at a low interest rate because Japan has like record low interest rate of 0.01%. So investors are borrowing yen and then investing in U.S. treasuries and U.S. assets because we have a higher interest rate, and they're profiting the difference. And so they're thinking that it's a lot of speculation or talks about these investors that are doing this, which trillions and trillions of dollars coming out of JPY, weakening the yen and strengthening the dollar. And that is what's keeping demand and propping up the U.S. economy and the global economy with countries that have higher interest rates, because they can invest and put money into the U.S. economy and other economies to keep their market strong. But they're saying, so since the yen is getting weaker, Japan will need to interfere at some point so their currency doesn't lose so much value, and so they'll need to raise interest rates. The problem is when they raise interest rates, that profit from investors is going to shrink and shrink and shrink to where it's non-existent. And so what happens is they're saying all those investors of trillions and trillions of dollars that have invested in countries with higher interest rates to profit, they're going to start selling and pulling their money out. And they're thinking that amount of selling is enough to crash these other economies or the global economy, because they need to pull their money back out and then start paying off that debt that they borrowed in yen. So that's the whole talks with the currency between USD and JPY. So I just kind of been looking at it. glancing at it, doing some research. You guys should definitely look into it. It's definitely something more macroeconomics, but definitely something you guys would probably find of interest. And that is called the carry trade. The carry trade is where they borrow one currency and then trade and then invest in a different currency or in different countries' assets to profit. And then reverse carry is when you pull that money back out and repay the debt. So AIRE, let's see here, 10 minutes. Yeah, so I guess the only trade here is maybe an opening surge on AIRE through 183. I think it looks good because we see higher lows consolidating over VWAP and kind of, inching a little bit higher. It's tough to say though. I don't like anything. Could be a no trade day, to be honest with you. Kind of sucks. Sometimes the market's like this. Sometimes the market's like this and there's nothing you can do besides sit on your hands. But it always turns around. It always turns around. PCSA. Yeah, I see it. I mean, the technicals don't look terrible. Take a look at the spread here. A 1 cent spread. Okay. I know the float's pretty small. Less than about 2 million or less. Yeah, I see OPTN, Alyssa. I just don't think that could be the one because the float's 110 million, which is going to make it very hard to make a move. I can keep it on watch. It's just going to need a lot of volume. I think AIRE could be decent because we have been getting those multi-day continuations. Remember AGBA and NIVF or something? I think it's NIVF. Those two stocks were trading similarly to how this is trading, AIRE. We had our first green day, and then potentially second green day. So we could be getting AIRE as sort of a a continuation with this trend of these kind of cheaper stocks having that multi-day continuation, because they're kind of all trading similarly. So that could be kind of like a micro trend here in recent gappers. So, you know, all in a similar price range. Even though these catalysts on those stocks aren't that strong, that's kind of what's making me lean towards AIRE. Sizu has been active. Sizu has been active. Oh wow, look at that. All the way back up. Yeah, Sizu might be another day. Yeah, I think this is potential as well. I don't even know why this has been moving, man. This is just random low volume pumps, and then just that's it. Man, Sizu. All right, so we got about 4 minutes here to the bell. I'm going to be looking at Sizu, and AIRE. Probably going to be focusing on AIRE first. Maybe Sizu second. I'm not sure what to have on the main screen. Sizu looks pretty decent. Plus, we've been having those right at the open, just like a nice pump. So we might get that same trend going. Let's take a look at the spread. I know the spread's gonna be freaking 20 cents. Oof, man. 20 cents. So it looks like I'm gonna have to be using bid with an offset, which could limit my opportunity to get filled. BLCN. Let's take a look. BLCN. Yeah. No volume. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be focusing here on AIRE. It's going to be my main watch for the opening range trade. And then if I see Sizu start pushing 13, I need to get in, because we could see that next leg that we've been seeing. So that's the plan. Doesn't seem like a hot day, so honestly, don't push it. You don't need to be at max loss today. Keep it tight. Keep your risk tight. If you can get some green, then great. But today is not going to be a day where, you know, a record profit day. It's not going to be. Shouldn't be a record loss day. Just another average day here. Another slow day. So, you know, just trying to survive till start getting some better opportunity. So that's kind of my mindset right now. So good luck. Stay calm, cool, and collected. I'll catch you guys on the recap. Take it easy.